I don't believe that that compersion must be strived for. I think that it's fine for people to strive for it. I think it's fine for people not to strive for it. I don't think that it's an absolute necessity in BDSM or in polyamory. I do think that there needs to be at least the indifference that we were talking about earlier. There's a lot of times where I'm just indifferent. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. I'm not typically that person who's like, yeah, that was awesome that you did that. But that's great that some people are. And if you are on the other side of it, of the jealousy and the envy, I think that is a valid expression of your emotions, and more importantly, that it should be talked about and dealt with, and not just sort of hidden inside.
I think if the Buddha was practicing polyamory and BDSM, he would say, this too shall pass. And no matter if it's great joy or great sorrow, recognizing that the best response might be indifference. And that's not something that I'm hearing too often from the polyamory or BDSM community. Typically, people want to focus on one extreme or the other. And I've heard masters and dominants convert jealousy into possessiveness as a plus, as a good thing, that this is my property, I possess this property, and that is part of our power exchange. So jealousy is not always the devil, especially when you're playing with power dynamics. And I think that, as we heard in the talk earlier, much about cuckolding, where this is an ethical agreement of exchange between multiple people that is creating jealousy on purpose in order to be transmuted in almost an alchemical way into joy. You know, using the pain to create joy, using the humiliation to create joy. That can be taken to the next level of, I'm going to go hide in the closet and cry now, and that's the experience, rather than pathologizing that experience. That's the experience they wanted. They wanted those tears. That's what they crave. And with BDSM, the typical emotions, I mean, even the words pleasure and pain get turned on their head. And so you can have emotional pain. You can have emotional sadomasochism for the joy of experiencing that range of emotions and wrapping them, where maybe on the surface level you see pain. Maybe on the surface level you see tears. You go a next level and you see some kind of relief. You see kind of tension released. And on the next level you see some kind of pride in the depths of the pain and tears that you've experienced and the depth of your exploring of that alternative emotion. I've been involved with brats and Sams, which are sassy-ass masochists. These are people that act out and break rules in order to be disciplined. And they do it on purpose. They do it consciously, and there's some unspokenness between the dominant and submissive that the rules will be broken for the joy of breaking them and the joy of being punished for them. And no matter what rule you make, it's going to get punished. It's going to get broken. That's the point. So as you mix that with clear communication that is oftentimes idealized in polyamory, you can have this subtext of communication where what appears to be on the surface is the opposite underneath. In the end, every partner has the freedom to walk away. They're not actually bound to the agreements that they make. At any point you can just say, nope, we're done.